You know something that really grinds my gears, that really yanks my chain, that really salts my apples? It's modern YouTube and its problem with clickbait. Now, granted, clickbait isn't a thing that is exclusive to YouTube. It is found all over the fucking internet, ladies and gentlemen. You have it on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. But my point is that clickbait and baiting people into watching your shit is a very common thing. And it's excusable enough because some people gotta eat. But what really actually pisses me off is when people use disabilities as a crutch to do that. And I'm not talking about people who genuinely have disabilities. Like, you have your Ricky Berwicks,
Alright, we got some
memes.
your Sweet Anitas. You have loads of people on the internet who are actually down to earth, good people who don't flaunt their disability like it's nothing. And I'm not talking about people who have disabilities. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing per se. I'm talking about people who fake being autistic or having color blindness or fake having Tourette's. Like, it's not something that I understand. And it's not something that I can condone in the slightest. And the main thing that you notice about these kind of people who do this is that they're all neurological disorders. They're not physical, so there's no need to kind of like if you were to fake having a broken leg, you'd have to like make a big cast and everything, and that's a lot of effort. But all you have to do is just act for the camera. And that is a disgusting way to make money off of YouTube and to exploit the people who actually go through these kind of things. Now, it's very common in the very harsh ecosystem of the internet to do this kind of thing, you know? And it's not a death sentence per se, but it's when people stoop to the lowest of the low. Because at the end of the day, sadly on the internet, sadness sells, and you don't have to look that hard to find people who are faking this shit. Like, literally, you can look up on YouTube fake TikTok disorders, and you have loads of shit like that. And people who are faking having Tourette's or autism. And as someone who is genuinely autistic, it's insulting. Because, like, I I so I don't wish that I didn't have autism because like I've been autistic my whole life. Spoiler alert, but that doesn't mean that like it's a good thing. Like I've coped with it, but when people go around saying like autism as though it's like a personality trait, which it does affect your personality, but using it as their main crutch in a conversation or their main crutch in any given thing that they're doing, it's just sad, to be honest with you. And just to be brief, I'm not saying that clickbait is inherently a bad thing. Clickbait, do whatever you want, I don't care. Make your Fortnite Amogus haha TikTok funnies. Stream sniping. But it's when people clickbait with the most heinous of shit. A good example is J Station when he used to exist on the internet before he got cast out for looking like he belonged in a skinhead rally, and also faking his girlfriend's death, but that's besides the point. So yeah, clickbait is a very serious problem on the internet, but it's not something that we can solve through actions or anything like that. It's always going to be a mainstay, and sadly, there's nothing we can really do about it. But if there is something that I wish that I could take away from the internet, one tiny little aspect that I could just pluck away, it's people faking disorders, because it paints a different picture of the actual disorders, and it makes people think that it's not as bad as it actually is, and it takes the strength that these people have away. So yeah, that's all I want to say. See ya.